From the closed stores of Chinatown to the Upper East Side, this truly is Thru NYC.
Hi, I'm Anthony Pizarro. I've traveled all across the world, but spent my whole life living right here in New York City. I have 15 plus years of food and beverage experience, from restaurant to banquet to luxury hospitality hotel. Starting out as a busser and server, and moving all the way up to managing director. Food and beverage is my passion, but so is the art of acting and filmmaking. When I was given the opportunity to combine both of my passions, filmmaking and food, to explore this great city during this time and what it has to offer, I jumped at the chance. This is the real New York City. This is Thru NYC.
Whoa, here we are. We went from the west side, the east side. See, I'm dizzy because we were spinning around. We went from the east side, 64th and Madison, and now we are at 64th and Columbus. So we jumped over the park. Basically, we kicked and spun right into the park right here. And so now we're gonna explore the west side of the park. We might throw in a bunch of B-roll clips of the park on the east side and the west side or whatever, but we're gonna find a place to eat, and here we go.
We need a rewind.
All right, so the shops now, like you can see over here, they're doing all the outside stuff. You got the outside cocktails, you got the outside seating. That's a difference. Check this out right here. Outside cocktails.
Yo, what do you think about the distance? Good distance, right? 6 feet?
About 6 feet. It's about right. It's about perfect distance. I'm not lost on the fact that I'm wearing a Miami hat doing Thru NYC, so you know, don't give me too much over it. I should have wore a New York hat, but we just decided to just grab the camera and go, so that's what we're doing. We're just going. That's why we went from Chinatown 1 to Upper East Side 2, and now we're gonna explore. We're gonna find a place on the west side, actually. Even though we were on the east side, we're gonna find a place on the west side, and we're gonna find a nice place to eat, stop in, test it out, and see how good it is. Peace. Passing by the plaza. Well, we're by the park right now. We're passing by the plaza. Across the street filming something. But we're filming something. People are looking at me like, this guy's got his own camera crew, like a true Hollywood story. Except I didn't make it to Hollywood. We have the exclusive horses of Central Park. Horses de Central Park right here. Plaza looked like it never closed, honestly. I once applied for the Oak Room for a server years ago. I didn't know anything. Well, at the time, I didn't know anything. What I did was I ended up taking the test. It was a written test that they gave you with all these questions about French cuisine. And I was like, I have to use the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom and I called my ex. Like, what's this, what's that? Like, I gave her like all these text messages. And she ended up helping me out. I didn't get the job. I didn't get the job. I think that was a good thing though. Alright, so we could either do some food truck carts or we can head somewhere else, but we're gonna just keep exploring and finding out where we're gonna go. So let's just keep it moving and see what we got. Okay, so we got right across, we got Magnolia Bakery, right? Beautiful, famous Magnolia Bakery, but this is the one on the west side. The spot we're gonna hit is right next door. What does it say? Made like in Mexico? made like in Mexico. So it's not made in Mexico, it's made like in Mexico. And I believe that one's called El Mitote. El Mitote. El Mitote right here, what that means. And a car just pulls out of a spot that I could have parked in. Parking is so rare in New York City. And I'm really good at finding parking. It just takes a little while, but I could have drove here from the east side instead of all of this cut too. But that's fine, it's okay.
So tell me about the menu, man.
They have guacamole, ceviche, chile toreados, tacos, quesadillas, flautas, tostadas. Oh look, sanitizer, I need this. A sanitizer?
No.
We're ready. So basically I went and I ordered flautas, quesadillas, which is 3, a ceviche. So it's a shrimp cucumber with tomatillos, jalapenos, cilantro, lime, and avocado. You see how they're set up out here. They also do drinks as well. They put it in a to-go option. That's what all these restaurants are kind of doing now. They put it like drinks to go. And like, I remember that used to be completely unheard of, like taking a liquor drink to go. We ordered and now we just wait. We came in, we're here. Fresh avocado. It's not like avocado that's bad. You can see that they kind of lined it in there. For something that's like to go, it has a lot of shrimp. From initial taste, tastes like it's just like lime juice. Like there's not like a difference of flavor. Maybe if I mix it in, this is probably a place that does really well when it's in a restaurant. If it's to go, it won't really work well. And you know, that can go for a lot of ceviche, but this needs to be taken out, kind of mixed up, and then tried that way. This is their pickled cabbage. This tastes great. You know, some people call this curtido. That's the Salvadorian. Love to call it curtido. You know, it's not really red. They usually use a lot of white. They mix it, so it's red and white. You know, kimchi is another word for it, but shredded chicken inside. Got a good amount of meat. It could use a little bit more. Some flautas have less meat in them. This has a good amount of meat, which is pretty good. I would say maybe some more salt. You know, even with the sauce, the tomatillo sauce, you know, it could use a little bit more flavor. If some of these flautas actually came with other things, you know, this just packed with chicken, which is great, but there's nothing in there. You know, some people might say, you know, there's classic ways of doing things, and you know, empanadas could have 1,000 things in them. You know, flautas can have a couple of things in them. It just brings more flavor profile. It just makes it better. We're gonna go to the quesadilla. So it's 3, like I said, 3 small. It looks like I picked the chicken, classic chicken. It looks like they just added cheese and chicken. There's nothing else added to it. Maybe because they're catering to the area, they try to keep it simple, you know, just cheese and chicken. But quesadillas can vary, you know, they can have peppers in it, they can have onions in it, you know. I prefer something that has a little bit more substance, some more things in there. Obviously it has a lot of oil, so if it's sitting in a to-go for too long, you gotta take it out and just start eating it. Cheese is great. The chicken is juicy. The quesadillas are good. You know, there's a lot of flavor in the chicken and the cheese. I just wish that there was more to it. So the total was like $43. You know, this is the restaurant's way of promoting itself. You know, doing to go. So I just wish that they could have added a little bit more to the meals. Food is decent. Prices may be a little bit too high. And that's sort of my honest take. We go onward and upward to the next place we go. So we just got to figure out where we're gonna go next, you know? Could it be Italy? Could it be the Brooklyn. Could it be Queens, perhaps? Maybe we would go outside the city this next time. Maybe the Bronx. Or we may do a pizza run and try out like 4 different pizza spots. That'll probably be the worst day because I'll be eating pizza all day. But you know, who knows what we're gonna do next. So tune in next time for what we're gonna do next. Peace.
If you enjoy this content, please make sure to like, subscribe, and definitely share.
What's up, bro? Just me and the pigeon.